Stay tuned for another episode of the Coming Soon podcast with Spider.
Hello, everybody. Spider here once again. Coming Soon podcast, the Fight Car podcast. My man Peter Morales is in the office, of course. My man, how are you doing, bro?
Doing good yourself? It's been a while.
No, man. I was gonna say it seemed like just last weekend we talked, man. You got promotions coming left and right, bro. But yeah, it's been a while, man. I mean, the Tapper Scrap 9, of course. I was out there, killed it, man. I mean, were you happy with the attendance, bro?
No, I wasn't. I mean, it was good. It was still a good show, but man, we went through a lot to get through that show because of the hurricane and the city. Like we lost a lot of door sales, but I mean, it was still a good crowd, a good show, great fights. But yeah, that show was stressful from the 3 days leading up to it, with the city trying to close the show down. Me showing up that Friday to unload the cage, and they're boarded up the whole venue, and they're saying you can't do your show. I was like, the fuck you mean I ain't doing it,
bro? And I was gonna say too, because I was driving out there and I got detoured, man. Like I had to take some back road, and it seemed like it took me longer, man. Maybe because it was the new scenery, but yeah, man, I made it out there, and like I had said, I posted a little vlog, man, and it was just showing up, and everybody's like boarding up their windows, and I'm thinking, man, should I be driving up here, man? I mean, I was already there, but yeah,
it was crazy, and the sad thing is, the motherfucker didn't even come our way.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. I think it was the next day you were out there in the lawn, man. I was like, man, what's going on over here, bro? But yeah, man, I guess in the long run, I mean, better safe than sorry, man. I mean, because you really didn't know with the trajectory. They kept showing it, but who knows, man. But yeah, I mean, I was there at the event. I saw a lot of people, man. Of course, like you said, I'm sure you did lose numbers at the door, but the fans entertained, the people were cheering, everything seemed to be going along, and some great freaking fights, bro. There were some killer bouts, dude. I mean, I was impressed, man.
Oh yeah, man. I was happy with it too. I'm sharing this podcast real quick.
Yes, sir.
Overall, I was happy with the attendance, the fights, the production, the show. Obviously we put on a good show.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, it was good. It was good. It can always be better, but it's under the circumstances that we had, and I mean, it was still a hell of a show. People enjoyed it.
No, and I was gonna say too, man, because I mean, I always enjoy these shows, man, and I always tell people, when I get there, it's like a reunion. There's people from here in San Antonio I hadn't seen in a while, so it's good to see everybody out there. But I mean, it was tough when it comes to, for me personally. I mean, a lot of fighters that I knew fighting each other. That's always like one of those, like, damn, I don't want to see it, but I want to see it. And but yeah, man, I mean, it's an amateur circuit, man, so of course it's still experience. A few that, I mean, I'm not their coach, I'm not, but it's just like a few that I was like, man, I mean, they're ready to go pro, man. I mean,
I know.
Look too that good.
The twin brothers, the Sanchez, Jacob, and what was it? Damn, I already feel bad. Jacob Sanchez and what's that other Sanchez kid?
The Sanchez brothers, bro.
Yeah, the Sanchez brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came and they showed up and showed out. They both.
Oh, bro. You see, but yeah, I mean, there was a lot of great prospects. I mean, a lot of people, guys, fighters that, I mean, there's no doubt, man. I mean, if they make that transition and decide to go pro, I mean, they're gonna be out there, man.
Yeah, no, they'll definitely be. They won't be in the amateur scene that long. I mean, half the people on the card are not gonna be on the amateur scene much longer. We had a bunch of like good, Tapper Scrap vets and just AMI vets on the card. Yeah. It's like this next one that I got coming up. Tapper Scrap 10. I mean, we got some badass fights on it. I'm excited.
Man, and I know you've been posting as far as like the fighters. I mean, of course, matching them up on posters. I was trying to find like a full card. I didn't have the whole, but yeah, man. I mean, how many bouts are you looking at for Tapper Scrap number 10, bro? It's gonna be Victoria, by the way.
Yeah, we have 15 right now.
15. Oof,
okay. Yeah, 15, and we have like 4 backups.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a big card. it's gonna be a big card. So I'm excited to come back home to Victoria. It's been a little over a year since I've been here.
And I
So
was gonna say, man, because of course, I mean, Port Lavaca, I mean, we were down the ways, it wasn't that
yeah.
far from there, but I think you had mentioned for yourself. I mean, this is your first event was in Victoria.
No, my first event was in Port Lavaca.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
Oh,
did my very first show there, and but man, it's really kind of hard to even go back there just because the venue's too small.
yeah.
It's too small. We already done outgrew it. I pretty much outgrew the one here in Victoria as well too, but just looking for bigger venues now.
No, and of course, I mean, we've talked. It was for the Tapper Scrap number 9. I mean, you have brought up the fact that you're going to be traveling a little bit come 2025.
Yeah, I mean, we got Victoria, we have San Antonio February, then we go back to Robstown in April.
Yeah,
and then we got other places right now in mind, and we even have something in the works to go to Louisiana.
Oh damn.
Well too, so I'm working on that right now. But now we next year, yeah, we're gonna travel quite a bit.
Damn, dude. And I mean, when it comes to traveling, I mean, of course, man. Are you thinking like a whole new roster? Or are you gonna take some of the fan favorites and then mix it up with some locals out there?
My goal is to have a whole new roster going out that way, so I can start, building on to the roster that I have already, and then also take some of the few around here as well too, just to give them that experience of traveling out of town and stuff like that. But the goal is to kind of, try to find gyms there, fighters there, and start building a roster in that area. So when I go back to the area, it's not going to be as hard to put a card together.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I mean, of course, at the same time, I mean, even if you get Houston fighters, I mean, a lot of them fight out there in Louisiana anyway. It's not that far from them. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, it'd be pretty cool, man. They get that experience, that goes along with being an amateur. One of the things, I mean, everybody, well, I don't want to say everybody, but a majority of the fight, every time they fight, they want to fight close to home just to the travel and everything else. But it's good to travel, man. That way you get used to the booze and, the other non-hometown advantage, man.
Nah, I'm not worried about the booze. I mean,
Oh, no. I'm saying as far as the fighters, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
the fighters?
you'll probably get booed
Yeah.
by Frank once you get there,
I
Frank.
get booed by Frank all the time. Yeah.
And I saw you posted, man. I was going to say he's out there networking for you, man. How does that work out, bro?
Nah, man, me and Frank, we built a pretty good relationship, and it's just friends helping friends out. I share his stuff, he shares mine. Just like with what a friend that I think it's Typhoon up there in Kentucky, Daisy. She has her own MMA company up there, so I share her stuff as well too. She shares my stuff up there, so it's no different. Just showing love. There's enough around here for everybody to.
Oh yeah, bro. I keep saying that, man. I mean, it's just the same thing with San Antonio, man. I mean, back when I started, I mean, there was no jiu-jitsu schools, none. I mean, our school was like MMA. I mean, it was like we used the gi, we used the pants, and now it's like everywhere, man, which is great. There's a lot of schools popping up, a lot of academies, and I mean, I love it, bro. I mean, the fact that it's grown this much and everybody's doing their thing, and it just shows. I mean, there's enough to go around, man.
Oh yeah, I'm excited though. I mean, you still got those people out there, but it is what it is. I'm not even going to get into that conversation.
No. We'll save it for the 10 o'clock episode, man. That way we can yell and cuss a little bit. Nah, man. But of course, I mean, you've been doing great, man. I mean, the fact that the fighters keep coming back, I mean, that's always a plus. I mean, you did take care of the coaches and the fighters. Now on this one, I think I did ask you on when we were talking about Tapper Scrap number 9, if you were going to have a female bout on this one. I thought you had said yes.
Well, I was trying to, but man, it's hard to find a 105er, and it was just I couldn't really get anybody. Even on this next one, I've been trying to make the Marina Robles and Alyssa Maldonado fight, but now Alyssa's hurt. So, I mean, that's gonna be whoever gets them on their card.
Yeah,
I mean, that's gonna be a fun fight. you know.
Oh, yeah.
But I try to get girls on, but it's hit or miss. And just like heavyweights, I don't really get heavyweights on my card because it's hard. You have a bunch of heavyweights that say they want to fight. You match them up and they're I don't want to fight that guy, and I'm not gonna be going back and forth. It's either you're gonna fight, or not. It is what it is. But I'm not gonna set you up for failure. I think I'm pretty good at the matchmaking, to where all the fights are pretty evened out.
No, and you see, and that's the thing too, man. Because I mean, it is an amateur circuit. I mean, it is about experience. The fact that they go up the ranks and grab a belt if possible, that's always a plus.
Yeah.
But I mean, they got to go out there and not necessarily put themselves to lose, but I mean, go in there with that mentality because a lot of people try to avoid the wrestlers. A lot of people try to avoid the striker.
Yeah.
Like once they go pro and they fight a striker or wrestler and they lose quickly, man. And it's like, what? It's that experience, man.
Yep. And not just that, dude. I get a bunch of title chasers.
Yeah.
I get a bunch of them, and I'm like, man, go fight for somebody else. I'm cutthroat. I was like, I give people that fight for me an opportunity before. So if you're 5-0 or 6-0 and haven't fought for me, and you're messaging me for a title shot in that division, I'm going to give it to the guy that's been fighting for me.
Yeah.
Even if his record is not as good as that one, but the loyalty and the fighting for me, I'm going to give it to this person.
Right.
It's just the way I am. And I told that to everybody. I was like, hey, you want a title match? You're going to have to fight for me a few times, fight people that I have on the roster and stuff like that. So, I think I'm pretty fair with that.
No, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, and I get it. Everybody wants a belt in every not necessarily every division, but in every promotion.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean,
now my belts don't look like a piñata. So
they're not recycled, man. You don't get them from the recycling plant now, man. No, bro. I mean, dude, you had a whole new, I mean, gloves. You had a bunch of new product, man, and the belts, of course. You're killing it, dude. I mean. It just gives that fighter that extra push to want to win it.
Yeah, I'm excited for like I said, Tapper Scrap 10, just because we're doing something special for all the fighters. So we're getting custom made all gold gloves.
Oh,
so
man.
For all the fighters, and I mean, I give all the gloves to the fighters, so they're gonna take them home with them. So, I'm excited for that one. I just saw the finished product. So I had one pair out at the last show.
Yeah.
But it's gonna look a little different though.
Okay. Oh, you said I thought you'd give those gloves away though.
I do.
No, but at the last one, I mean the gold ones that you had.
Yeah, I gave them away to a fight of the night.
Oh, okay, that's what. I got you.
Yeah,
okay, this one looks like everybody's gonna get them.
Yeah, I gave each one of them, and then like I said, I'm still gonna do the medals. I think I like the medals better than a plaque. I think it's something a little different.
No, yeah, man. You put it on. You can cosplay as Kurt Angle, right? No, but yeah, man. I mean, man, like I said, I mean, Tapper Scrap number 9 delivered. Tapper Scrap 10. I mean, of course, coming up. I mean, it is going to be at the Victoria Community Center, correct?
Yeah.
And what's what does that one hold?
Attendance?
Yes.
1,300.
Oh, damn. Okay.
On there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had more in there. But
oh yeah, bro. And let me say too, man, because I mean, you said that the last one. I mean, the door tickets because of the weather. I mean, of course, it got in the way. But yeah, man. I mean, you always try to get these sold quick. I mean, not quickly, but I mean, of course, online they can order them, they can get them. I mean, some of the fighters are gonna have the tickets, so they can get them from them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. You always keep saying, don't wait till the last minute because get left out, man.
Oh yeah, I turned my phone off the week before the event. If you're a close friend of mine and you're calling me the week of the event,
go straight to voicemail.
Yeah, I mean, my phone just dies every day, the day of the event, just from people calling it. So I don't even get on it. So, but no, this is gonna be a big show. It'll sell out. Like I said, we got great fights from the main event. Got 3 title fights, and then got a bunch of new talent on here, and then got a bunch of Victoria fighters back on the card. You know, we have Monsters Den. They got 6 or 7 guys on the card. So they're going to be very active that night. And then, you know, Satori's coming with Kenneth Sanchez, and then Greg Johnson fighting Johnny Gonzalez in the main event.
Oh.
So, and that's going to be fun, man. I'm not going to say too much on the promo that we got in the works for that one, but it's a rematch fight. That's Greg Johnson's only loss.
Yeah.
And so, and the way he fought against Moses De Los Santos from Unity.
Oh, that was freaking. That's one of the guys that, I mean, heavily impressed, man. I was like, damn, he looked way too comfortable in there, man. I was just like, damn, this
Uncle
guy.
Greg.
Yeah, Uncle Greg, brother. Everybody was cheering him on, and of course, this is the fight poster, man. This is it.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that fight. You know, they're gonna be our feature main event. We got a badass promo that Leon's putting together, and then, you know, not to take away from all the other fights on theirs as well, but like I said, the co-main event.
Yeah,
you know, we got, you know, David Puentes fighting Ochoa, so that's gonna be another good one, and both of them from San Antonio. And then who else? Then we got my 25 champ Michael Banich from Val, and fighting Drew Lopez from HOJ. So that's gonna be another good one. But every fight on the card, man, I mean, they're just getting good at every single fight, every single event.
No, you see, and then the great thing is, I mean, a lot of these guys, like you said, they've been fighting for you, so their fan base is big, man. They show up and they show out, man. They support their fighters, bro.
I'm gonna tell you a fight to keep a lookout on. It's gonna be Chris Gonzalez from Monsters Den,
right,
and Michael Moylan from Strike Kings. That's gonna be a fun fight because they're both stand up and bang. And Chris hasn't fought in a while, so, and they both stand up, and so it's gonna be more like a kickboxing match to me.
With 4 ounce, what do they use?
4 ounce.
4 ounce gloves.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and I was gonna say too, because and it's happened before, man. But on Tapper Scrap 9, dude, there was a few that stayed standing up, and I was
the very first one.
Yeah, I was telling Bubba Flores, right? I was like, dude, this is like you know, kickboxing with 4 ounce gloves, man. And I mean, damn, I mean, it
was Sanchez versus it was that other guy. The very first fight. I mean, that was dude, I mean, and that's one of the things. I mean, he had asked me. I mean, we did that little promo. He asked me which one I was looking for, and I said, man, I always look out for the first one, man, because it's like they're gonna bring that momentum, they're gonna drop it, and they're gonna keep going, man. And they said it, bro. They set the pace. You know, after that, I was like, man, they're gonna have to top that. You know, and everybody that kept coming out, man, it was just everybody was fighting, bro. I mean, yeah, everyone. But that's gonna be a fight to look out for. Then Johnny Ramirez is coming back after his loss to Chris Sanchez, but he's been back in the gym and he's been training hard, and he's fighting that Sanchez kid. Yeah. So that's gonna be a good one. Who else? You got Americo Garcia fighting Ryan Perez. Damn. So that's gonna be another good one. But I mean, every fight on here is excited. But I think that the Chris Gonzalez and the Michael might take the fight of the night.
Damn, I'm calling it already, huh?
Yeah, I'm calling because it's gonna be it's gonna remind me of another Drew and Jose Contreras.
Yeah.
From Top Scrap 9, how that was just straight up just going at it.
Man, yeah, dude. I mean, I'm excited, man. I mean, on this one, I mean, of course, it is going to be November 1st. Yeah, man. Everybody out there, I mean, go buy your tickets, and of course, I wanted to post this because I do have the link on the screen running across. But there's only one way to buy the tickets, right? I mean, there's no other link. There's nothing else going on.
It's my website. It's tapperscrap.org.
Yeah.
So, you know, you go there, you can tables, tickets. Check out the website. I don't know if you've seen it. Miss Kelly did my website, and man,
it looked great. You told me about that, man. I was like, dude, I checked it out, dude. It's nice. I mean, I'm jealous, man.
Yeah, she tore it up. Christy and I were like overly impressed with her work in detail, and she's awesome.
No, yeah, she definitely did a hell of a job, dude. Let me ask you, because on the links, I mean, one of the things, man, and I'll put it out there because people are watching or are going to be watching this later. come to close to fight time, everybody's gonna get friend requests from the same promotion, bro.
Yeah.
So look out. I mean, as soon as I get something, I always go to the friends and it's 0 or it's at 1, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's a scam, and I always block them. I don't just click the decline. I block them. I'm like,
yeah.
And everybody out there watching, man, just keep an eye out for it. It's gonna take a few seconds. Just click over, look at the page. If there's no followers, no nothing, just block it. Hit the right.
Yeah. I always tell people too. I'll end up going live before the week and say, "Hey, I'm not creating a new Facebook." I mean, I think there's like 50 new Tapper Scrap pages. I think one that has more followers than my actual real one. That's why we're sending everything to the website. So you have to go to the website to purchase. I mean, there'll be tickets at the door as well too. And I do got some hard copies coming in, but I'm trying to steer away from all that just because, sometimes we have $13,000-$14,000 out in tickets.
Yeah.
And then sometimes fighters drop off and then they don't turn those tickets in. And I got to account for everything when I pay my taxes.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure, man. And that's one of the things too, bro, because, I mean, you said you have 15 bouts. On the last one, I think it was only one that dropped, right?
Yeah, we had, I think 13 or 12, something like that. See, my number's 12.
Right.
11 or 12, but I like to end the show by 10:45.
Yeah.
I don't like to be there all night. And that happened to me in George West, where I was getting out of there at midnight,
bro,
for the last one. So I tried 3.5 hours. And but I think I got it down pretty good now. So, but this last couple shows, Corpus and then Port Lavaca, we're out about 10:35, 10:45.
Yeah. No, yeah. After it was done, I just waved at everybody and I hauled that home, dude. I was like, man, let me get out of here because I didn't know if it was raining. I didn't know, I didn't want to be driving and see a cow flying. I mean, but you know what? On the way home, bro, it was dark as hell, dude. I have my high beams on half the time, and I was like, man, I had to slow down. A lot of deer out there, man.
Yeah, I woke up and I went outside and I looked and I was like, wow, not a drop.
They were like, man, bro,
not a drop. I mean, Port Lavaca got hit.
Yeah, and
I'm only 15 minutes from Port Lavaca.
Yeah,
and I mean they had some high winds and rain, but it wasn't what we were expecting that was supposed to happen.
No, I think as a matter of fact, man, I mean, our friend over here, Frank the Tank, dude, he's out there in Houston. They got hit.
Yeah, I mean, he's still working, making all that.
Bro,
I'm trying to get him to invest in Tapper Scrap.
And I saw that. I was going to say, is he going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, man.
Yeah, he's coming with no fighters.
Tell him to bring 2 just in case, man. Tell him to keep him at that weight level, man, weight class. But man, I mean, of course, a relationship with the coaches, man. I mean, of course, you've kept a lot of these coaches close to you when it comes to getting these fighters, man. So what are some of the things? I mean, like say like right now, I mean, Tapper Scrap 10 is going down. Do you automatically like, hey, you know what, keep a couple others in case something happens, or
just like Jacob Landon, I just got off the phone with him earlier, and he always has somebody for backup for me. Ray Rodriguez, the same thing too. So, but I like to think I have a great relationship with all the coaches. And Patrick Ybarra from Texas Style Training Center.
Wow.
I got great relationships with every single one of them. So,
I had Peter Caballero on here the other day, man. We plugged you in, bro. So definitely, the guy's happy with the event too, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I tried to sponsor him, but the other promoters don't allow another promotion on their shorts.
Tell him to get it on his back. They tell him to do that removable ink. Stay out for like a day or two. But
Nah. Like I said, I got a great relationship with pretty much all the coaches. I'm pretty transparent with all of them. If a fight falls off, I call them right then and there. Say, hey, this is what I got going on. I don't do that last minute bullshit.
No, dude. I mean, especially these guys want to fight, and I mean that's another thing too, man. Because I'm sure, you get a lot of fighters calling you, telling you they want to fight. I mean, does it happen when you call them and they're like, oh, I can't do it, or I'm not in weight, or I'm not,
Not I do have a lot of fighters that reach out, but I always tell them, hey, have your coach.
Yeah.
You know, your coach is gonna tell me the truth. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
so I try not to. You know, well, I don't even really talk to the fighters. One time I talk to the fighters is if they're ready on the card. I'll reach out to them and say, hey, I need you to do this for me, so I can
Yeah.
get a promo together, stuff like that. You know, because I know how some coaches are. They're very protective of the guys and stuff like that. Which I respect and understand. I get it. Um, but yeah, man, I get it all the time, man. I have some messages in my inbox where guys were like, I think I had this one guy said, "Hey, I have 82 street fights, got jumped once, and but I'm ready to go." That was my only loss. So I sent them.
Damn.
So funny story. I sent them to Brandon Wakefield. I gave him Brandon Wakefield's number to go start training. Brandon wanted,
Bro.
Brandon wanted to whoop my ass.
I got one for you, man. But I mean that's it doesn't surprise me. I mean, I've seen it all, I've heard it all, but I mean, yeah, it's just I mean, those that are serious. I mean, of course, they already have a team, they already have a coach. I mean, I would say too, man, because of course, you said right now. I mean, the coaches are protective, and they should be, man, because
No,
they spend a lot of time and hours. I mean, I know a lot of these fighters do pay for for classes or for to attend, but I mean.
yeah.
I'm sure they spent time with him before, during, and after, like extra, man. So it's just trying
Well,
to get
they already been through the ringer, so
yeah,
they know what to expect. So, it's good to have someone like that in your corner. So because if you don't have someone like that trying to, it's just like you or me with our with your children. You want to guide them down the right path.
yeah.
And that's what they're there for. And that's
No,
what I said. That's why I said I get it. But I always talk to the coaches. I won't, reach out to the fighter.
no, and yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you know what? I mean, when even when they go pro, I mean, a lot of times, I mean, you got some fighters that do like don't have a gym, or just cross train a lot, or,
Yeah.
or whatnot. But when it comes to like a fighter and they have a set, academy or school that they attend, then yeah, man, definitely. But bro, I mean, tell us. I mean, other than the fights coming up, man. I mean, of course, intermission. I think the last one you had two, right?
Yeah,
Four, right?
I've been sticking to two. I think I got it down with 2 20 minutes. So, but also keep track of how the fights are going.
Yeah.
And so if I got to shorten the intermission, or I'll be okay, it's this time I can actually do another 20 minute. But I kind of like trying to do the two, then run it through.
Yeah.
So like this one's gonna have 15, so I would do 5 intermission, and probably run it through so we can get out of there by 10. Just because we have 3 title fights, and I think the main event probably gonna go to decision. I don't see the co-main event going past the 3rd round. And then Michael and Drew Lopez, I mean, those 2 dudes are just explosive. So we're lucky to get 2 rounds out of them.
Man, yeah. I mean, there's going to be a lot of potential knockouts, TKOs, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you already called the fight of the night, man. Who do you see out of the roster, man? Who do you see having a submission of the night? Is there anybody in particular?
Submission. I don't know, man. I really don't.
Because there's a lot of guys, of course. I mean, they're MMA guys. I mean, they cross-train. Oh, they train in jiu-jitsu as well, so they got submissions. But I think for the most part, man, if they get a limb or they get a hold of your neck, then yeah, they're gonna go for it, But for the most part, I mean, they're trying to knock you out, bro.
Okay. I'm trying to look up my card real quick. Let me go through it real quick. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be another fun fight. Christopher Black and Jaden Smith from Christopher Black's from Monsters Den and Jaden Smith from Patriot MMA. That's not gonna last. One of them are getting knocked out. Let's see. Man, I couldn't tell you, dude. It's gonna be a good one. Just looking at it, it's probably
watch, huh?
You know what? It's probably gonna be between Americo and Ryan Perez.
Okay, I can see that.
I think it's gonna be one of them. Probably get submission of the night. And it could also be one of the debuters. We got Joshua Switz from HOJ fighting Jaden Williams. He was actually playing quarterback at Blinn. He's athletic. He was like an all-state quarterback here in this area. I actually played basketball with his dad in high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's gonna. That's gonna be a fun one to watch as well too. But I mean, like I said, the whole card is stacked. Just when looking at it, it's gonna be fun. But I really think it'll probably be between Ryan and Americo.
Yeah, I can see that, man. I mean, one of the things, especially, you had a lot of smaller weight classes on this last one too, man. But they were explosive, they were quick. I mean, it was fun to watch, man. I mean, and really, we didn't really know like which way it was going to go when it came to the fights, But
Yeah.
there was a few that I was just like, man, you know what, this is going to happen. I can see this happening, and for the most part, it did. I mean, I didn't call them, but I mean, it's just like. I mean, these guys for them being amateurs, they have a lot of experience, man, and I'm sure it's got to do with the bodies they have at the gym too, man. Because you got like ex UFC fighter, coaches, you got ex Bellator coaches, and these guys they've done it, dude. They've been through there, and it's just like they're training these guys just like they were pro.
It speaks volumes of their camps and their gyms, just to have that type of talent, and and I'm always trying to put the best of the best out there. If they can get noticed on my platform and go to Peak and Fury to go fight pro, I did my job.
Yeah, man, and that's. I'm glad you said that because I mean that's pretty much part of your job is getting these guys ready, bro. I mean bringing them in, like giving them that opportunity, of course, but it's like I mean when it comes to going to the big show, I mean they've already done their time and went through the ringer with you, and now it's time to go out there and pursue bigger goals, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And of course, let me ask you this, and I should have asked you. I don't know if you have a list on there, man. But as far as sponsors, man, because I know you're always like everybody else. We're always out looking for sponsors.
Yeah.
Who are some of the companies out there supporting you on this one?
It's pretty much the same ones that I have that's been riding with me. Just like my newest one is that Jenny Kelly Designs. She's the one that did my website. Stinger Supplement. Daniel Alita is doing a great job down there in Port Lavaca. He's doing all types of stuff down there. I'm very excited to have a partnership and a friendship with them. Sweet. And then NAR with Leon, Fight Flicks, just my team. Hosano, Iro Designs. It's pretty much the same ones. Port Lavaca Ford, their continuous sponsorship as well too. And so I'm very grateful, and but I know I got a few sponsorship packages out there. Been talking to a few companies. I have my guy Jairo Reese. He's the secretary and my regional sales manager for Tapper Scrap.
Okay.
So he's in charge of all that. So I took that off my plate. So.
No, that's good, man. I mean, yeah, it's just. I mean, I know for the most part, you've been doing this yourself. I mean, I know you've had people helping you this past few events, but getting that extra help helps. Got enough going on.
Oh yeah, it's a team effort now.
Yeah.
I got my new vice president that takes which is my girl Christy. So it's real when I make it legal. It's on the Secretary of State.
I thought you said she was you were the vice president, man. But maybe I misunderstood her, man. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
On paper, she's the vice president. On paper, she owns the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man. No, but she did good. I saw her at the last event, man, and she was on it, man. I mean, I was like,
oh no, she's awesome. She's awesome, man. She keeps the back of the house. I don't have to worry about it, not one bit. And it's good. So I'm able just to focus on doing what I got to do instead of running around.
But let me ask you on this one, because on the last one, I know you had a belt that you gave away. I mean, well, actually, when it came to the title belts, I mean, you had a couple of title matches. You gave out the gloves, the pair of gold gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what other than the gloves that you're giving out on this one, what else? Are you doing anything else?
As in for the fighters?
Right.
I have a couple other things in mind. I'm going to reach out to a bunch of the fighters. I'm going to go through everyone that fought for Tapper Scrap, send them out invitations, let them come to the show, as a because I mean it's I was supposed to be one and done, so we're on Tapper Scrap 10 now,
Yeah.
and so just to say thank you, you're a part of the journey, and we're still here.
Nice.
So yeah, I was gonna go through my combat registry list and reach out to all the fighters that fought on every single card and send them out a special invitation, a thank you card, and that's their ticket to get into the event if they can make it.
Okay, that's cool, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I thought you were gonna be like Dana White, man. After the bout, throw everybody out, man. All right, get out of here, man.
Nah, man, it's
I wonder how much of that is true, man. Because that just happened like 3 times, I think, already, man. So it's, I mean, it's either the security that don't know, because it happens too, where they don't let fighters in, and they're like, dude, I'm the main event, and they don't care. They're security, bro.
Nah, I said it since day one, man. Without the fighters and the schools, I mean, there's no Tapper Scrap. There's a reason why people keep coming back and wanting to fight for us.
So, no, for sure, man. I mean, it shows, man. Definitely. And now let me ask you, of course, as far as the, I know you said you had a video promo that you're going to be releasing. When are you dropping that one for the event?
It's in the works right now.
Okay.
It's in the works right now. So Leon's gonna probably come down to. We're gonna have it done by the end of September. We're gonna drop it in October. So it's gonna be playing all of October. So it's gonna be about a good month project.
Sweet.
Yeah, because I mean it's tedious. Like it's gonna be like a countdown to Tapper Scrap 10. So how we did the Alexia and Alex promo, and so it's gonna be something similar to that, but a little bit tad bit better. We got some cool stuff that we're gonna do, and I let Leon just do what he does, and yeah, that dude's talented, man. He's gonna be special when someone else picks him up or steals him from me.
I was gonna say, man, they're gonna be out there trying to reach out, man. But and that's, I mean, when it comes to, I mean, of course, man, there's a lot of talented people out there, man, and for the most part, I've always told people, and it's not necessarily, I mean, when they work for the promotion, I mean, that's a different thing. But when it comes to media, everybody assume, the media guys are making money, bro. And I mean, for the most part, like Media Pass, it's like, hey, it's our ticket to get in there and actually grab as much content as possible. Yeah. And I, for one, appreciate that, man, because you could easily say no and that's it, but
I'm all about everybody trying to make, like, I have Husana and Leon at both my shows. I think they're the two best in Texas.
Bro, they're killing it, man.
Yeah, they're like with their work, and I pay them good, and so I'm okay with it, and as long as they're okay with it. But we're all in the group chat, and we all work. Everybody works well together. That's on our team. And then who else? And then what Fightflix does. Fightflix is just. I mean, you see our production. The live streams. I mean, it's better than some of the pros' live streams. Not knocking nobody, but that's how good our live.
I mean, it is, bro. I mean, and I saw, of course, you guys reposted some of the fights, and I mean, it's clear, it's crisp. I mean, it gets the job done. I mean, there's no lag in it. It's just, I mean, I'm sure, like with the internet, maybe bumps and bruises here and there, man. But
yeah,
everything else, man, it's great. I mean, they do a phenomenal job, man, for sure. I might take them off of you. I don't know if I can afford it, but I'll talk to them, man. I'll see if I can get them to do some work.
I can barely afford them.
No, man. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to the team, I mean, you've definitely established yourself, dude. You got a great team. Everybody that's helping you on this journey, like you said, I mean, it's great people, doing great things. And the fact that they love the sport shows, dude, because, it's not just a photographer. It's somebody that actually has been in the mix. They've been following the sport, and it shows, man. It's there's a lot of emotion that goes into it, bro. You can see it.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that, because I forgot where it was, what show it was. Someone said something about my photographer. They were in the way, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna go tell him to go move or something." I was like, "Well, good luck." I was like, "Cause I don't know who they were talking about." Cause I was like, "Cause Usana can fight and Leon can fight, so you pick what ass whooping you want."
Yeah. No, yeah, you see, and I was gonna say too, man, because for the most part, I mean, they're doing their job. I mean, they go in there and they gotta get what they have to get. When it comes to content, a lot of times, and I'll say it, dude, because I mean, I've been fortunate to be cage side for the UFC, for Bellator, for
Yeah.
Combate. A lot of regional fights, and for me, man, like I think I had told you at one time. I mean, it was always like the cages that were on the ground. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was never like we had to be up top. And it changed, because once they started having the platform, it's like, damn, now you gotta, like kind of be cautious of where you're at. I mean, of course, you don't want to be blocking everybody, but I mean, yeah, to get those shots, you have to, man. I mean, there's no other way for you to get in there,
And that's the whole reason why I got the cage I got now, because those panels are a lot longer.
Yeah.
So you can actually see. So and there's no pose anybody's way now. So and then plus the cage is fucking huge.
Yeah.
So it's 30 foot.
And that's what I was gonna ask you about the last time, man. If anybody had inquired about the new cage, because some of them had never fought on there.
Everybody, even the coaches, they're like, "Bro, this is freaking huge,"
bro.
And everybody liked it. Everybody loved it because you get to move around, and if you got those wrestlers, it's harder for them. So, but I like it, man. It's with the catwalk and.
Yeah.
It gives your media team a place to stand and walk around for the photographers. So
the ring girls, I mean, they don't have to be stumbling and falling. They got that walkway.
Yeah, but no, it's man. Everybody loves fighting in that cage. Well, from what I've heard, I haven't heard anything bad, but everyone likes it.
No, yeah, you see, and then that's kind of what I was wondering, because it does change, and I think I was talking to Bubba about it, man, because it does change the mentality, because now you're like, damn, okay, I can't just shoot in, and
yeah,
now you got to cut angles, now you got to use your footwork, now you got to use your timing, so it does change, the opponent's, fight game, I mean, mentality, I mean, that now they got to actually work and figure out, get a game plan, but yeah, man, I mean. And now let me ask you, bro, I mean, of course, November 1st, man, this is going to be on a Saturday, right?
No, it's actually going to be on a Friday night.
Is it really?
Yeah. So Thursday's Halloween, and then November 1st is the show. I've been trying to get a Saturday. I was supposed to, so I moved it from October 19th. I think that was a Friday because Rise was supposed to do theirs on the 18th of October.
Yeah.
So instead of doing that and trying to, bump heads with Rise, I ended up moving mine to November. And then I just saw that they postponed it theirs or whatever's going on over there. I was like, fuck, I could have just kept that date and went to Saturday. But it is what it is, man. I'm not worried about it. The show's gonna sell. It's gonna sell out, even though it's a Friday night. I mean, I ain't gonna have no issue with it.
Man, let me ask you, man, are we gonna be allowed to wear a Halloween costume for the fights or what?
Man, you can wear whatever you want.
I might give out candy, man. I'll see. I might, if I have any extra, man, I'll take some out there.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I didn't even know I was gonna be doing the weigh-ins on Halloween until it was like last week. I was like, damn, I didn't think about that. But I mean, we're not really big on Halloween, so it didn't cross my mind. But now we'll be doing weigh-ins on Halloween.
Man, I'm gonna see some of the fighters who wear a costume out there, man. Will the state allow that, or did they get real nitpicky?
I mean, I don't think they would say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, every state official that I've worked with, they've all been good. I ain't got no issues with none of them. I mean, the last one I had the metal had Greg there.
Yeah.
So you're on your P's and Q's with Greg.
I was gonna say, you're like walking on eggshells, man. You gotta be careful, man.
He's actually a really good person, man. I like Greg.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's you do your job,
No, yeah. I mean, you go by the book and do what you're supposed to. I mean, of course, they're doing that for their own backs. I mean, they got to make sure everything's good. I mean, from the refs checking the cage to making sure the fighters, everything's lined up, the paperwork. I mean, it's a lot, dude. So, I mean, they're the ones that are making it happen. So, of course, we're glad that they allow the fights to happen. I don't know. Have you ever talked to Greg, man, or anybody as far as like bare knuckle, man? Are they gonna allow that here in Texas?
Man, I've never talked to anyone about that, but I know that they're doing the power slap.
Yeah.
To where you can do that in Texas, because I talked to Gus about it, but it would have to be pro. Because I was like, man, I think I'm gonna do it. And I know I'm not gonna lie. I've really been thinking about it, because I was gonna call it Tapper Slap.
Bro, man, I'm gonna see if I can buy that domain real quick, man.
That's fucked up.
Man, that's pretty cool though, man. Because yeah, dude. I mean, actually, it's a company, NVS, man, out of Austin, and they sponsor one of the super heavyweight, dude. Crazy Hawaiian, man. So yeah, I've been watching it, man. I mean, it's like more and more it grows, and the sport itself getting numbers, dude.
Man, so. I don't think I'd do it though. Like, I thought about it, I want to do it, and I I was seriously messaging back and forth with Gus about it, and you would have to get your pro license to do it, and it would have to only be pro events. It's not that hard to put together. It's just, I don't know how much these guys make, how much you got to pay them.
Yeah.
And then actually finding people there that just want to get the shit slapped out of them. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind slapping the hell out of a few people. I might do it, but I'm gonna slap, then I'm gonna tap. Yeah. I ain't gonna let you slap me back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna slap you. Said, man, put my hand up.
Yeah, throw in the towel and be like,
throw in the towel. My hand hurts.
You win. No, man, but yeah, dude. I mean, it's entertainment, man. So Dana White's doing it, so of course, it's got the money back up, the view, and everything else. So, but yeah, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I told Frank, man, if he ever wanted to, I'd do a pillow fight with him, dude. But I don't know, man. I'd have to check the pillow first, man. Make sure it's a soft one, bro.
No shit.
But man, but of course, bro. I mean, as far as November 1st, man, what do you got to say to the people, man, out there watching this?
Man, if you haven't been to a show yet, I know I say this all the time. I always say it's a stat card, but man, this will be the biggest show I've done. I feel it. I mean, the corporate show was huge. I think this one's just gonna be bigger. If you haven't been to a Tapper Scrap event, I mean, you got to come. It's just not put in a cage in the middle, watching people fight. The atmosphere is electric. You've been there. The music. I got the best DJ in Texas, Pete Gertie. Blame it on the DJ. Come out and enjoy it. Have fun. Tickets at tapperscrap.org, or you can reach out to me. All my information is on the website. But just come out and have a good time. Enjoy it with the family.
No, for sure, man. And like I mentioned earlier, I mean, when it comes to the stream, I mean, there's only one link, and everybody out there watching, man, make sure it is for the FightFlix is it .tv, right?
Yeah, FightFlix.tv. But you can also, when you go to my webpage,
right,
you can click for the pay-per-view link, click on it, and it'll take you straight to FightFlix.
There you go, man. So get Tapper Scrap some website hits, man. Go to the website, then go to the pay-per-view, man.
Hey, yeah, go check out the website though. Go look at Miss Kelly's work. She did a great job with the website. We've been getting a lot of views, a lot of traffic on it already.
No, and I was gonna ask you too, man. Before we finish this up, dude. I mean, when it comes to sponsors, I mean, of course, I know you are always asking as far as if anybody's interested to jump on board. Where can they reach you? Do they hit you up directly or to the website?
No, just go to the website. There's an email on there, and just hit up the email. Or you can also reach out to me through Messenger as well too. But for email, because we're constantly checking them. And like I said, I have our secretary Jairo Reese, so he's the one taking that off my plate, and he's actually working pretty hard right now on it. So
nice, man.
Hopefully.
No, for sure, man. Well, bro, I appreciate you jumping on here. Of course, everybody out there, make sure this is going to be at the Victoria Community Center on Friday, November 1st. So for those, buy your tickets. If you can't make it, go to the stream. I mean, and this is just me being biased, bro. As far as I'm going to be there, man. But I mean, I'm a fan, bro. I mean, you guys definitely do a hell of a job. The fighters step in and show out. Freaking entertaining. So for those definitely that haven't been out to the Tapper Scrap promotion event, show up.
Hey, it's must see TV.
Yeah, dude. By all means, bro. It's better to watch it live, man. Because I love streams, but You're there live, man. You feel it. You hear it. You know? It's the
And that's
whole-
what I tell a lot of people is I hear it all the time. They're like, man, I need to go to a show. I keep hearing about it. And I always tell people it's a whole vibe. It's an energy that you feel. And, you know, I want you to feel like you're in a club for about 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
You know, with the music, the DJ getting the crowd in, the lights, the smoke. It's just the whole vibe. And I like the last show before we get off, I was walking through the crowd, and it was pretty cool. I was standing in the very back, and I was just watching people just dancing. Like they were just getting it to the music during like the intermission. So it was pretty cool. It's nice to see everybody having a good time.
No, yeah, man. I mean, you know, that's the best part because everybody's, of course, get their money's worth, man. I mean, not just the fights, but just the the surroundings, the environment. They get everything, man. But bro, thank you for jumping on here, man. I will see you on Friday, November 1st, of course, in Victoria. For those out there, of course, once again, CEO Peter Morales, Tapper Scrap. This is Spida. Till next time.
Peace.